All right, we're all back. We're all here.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, hello, hello.
Back.
Great to see everybody. We hope you guys are having a great Sunday. We're hoping maybe stop by church early in the morning, got some prayer up,
Watch
and
some
then
basketball.
watch some basketball. Good things are going on today.
Yep. A lot of good things. A lot of good things this past week. I mean, I think we'll before we jump to the basketball, I want to just mention earlier this week I did my first trial practice run for my door-to-door sales this summer, and to say the least, I'm listening on a run. This lit. Let's go, Tyler. What up? How you doing?
Let's go. 30
Um,
pace. 30 pace.
Oh yeah, but I did my first door to door 3 days this week, and it was a lot. It was definitely. I mean, I kind of expected that going into it. I knew it was going to be a lot of walking, a lot of knocking. But you don't really know until you really do it. So the first day, oh man, I don't know if I told you guys this, but the first door I walked up to, and when it's your first time and it's your first door, they have someone follow you who knows what they're doing, just so that they can watch, give you pointers, and then they kind of let you go on your own. So the first door I walk up to, knock on it, step back. In my head, I'm thinking, all right, I practiced this 100 times. I know what I'm going to do. I know what I'm going to say. Knock, knock, knock. Step back. The door opens. Uh, hi. My name is Owen. Oh, sorry, sir. Yeah, we don't want any. Oh, okay. And I turned around to the guy who was behind me, and the guy behind me was like, all right, have a good day. So we turned around and walked away. And as we were walking away, the buddy who's training me was like, you know what you did wrong there? And I was like, I didn't differentiate between what we do and what his company does. The guy's like, no, you didn't say anything. I was like, yeah, you're right. That would probably help. So the first door I walked out there, absolutely just shit the bed. It was brutal. But then, as you keep going, the difference between my first door and my last door on day one was just major difference. And then day two came around, much better. I ended up getting my first sale on Tuesday, which was good. And then Wednesday was just back to normal, same routine, and each day got better and better. So that was my first 3 days. A lot of walking, lots of sun. But yeah, overall it was a good few days.
That's awesome. So, question: what kind of shoes you wearing during?
So during this, I mean, ideally you look at we're trying to look the most like a technician we can, so that when we go up to the doors, we seem trustworthy, reliable.
Oh, so you try and act like you are the one.
Well, technically, all reps know how to do the technician work. We just aren't actually
Certified.
licensed.
Right.
So yeah, it just makes it more convincing.
Yeah, you need to
and
know what you're talking.
yeah,
about,
you need to
for
know what
sure.
you're talking about. So we do know what the whole process, what everything is. We just aren't the ones that are usually spraying the houses and granulating the yards. So, to answer your question, they want you to look like a technician. In a perfect world, you're wearing work boots or something, but to be walking in that all day long is kind of brutal. So some people have walking Tims, so they look a little bit more
Oh, wow.
professional. But I was just wearing my Ultra Boost, my white Ultra
Okay.
Boost. So
That
you
would
do
definitely
need
get some
something.
sales.
You do need something that has a little bit more cushiony sole, because you are walking from about 10 a.m. until sunset. So
I think
Gotta
if
get
you
some
walk
Team
around,
Asics.
you walk in Tim's for eight hours, you gotta be put in prison.
well, it's not only one day. It's 8 hours one day, 8 hours the next day,
keeps
8 hours the
repeating.
next day. So yeah, to try to force yourself to wear Tims, I mean, you'd have a rough first
How,
week.
how many more sales you think?
Oh,
One a week?
slim to none, because I would get to a point where my feet would be miserable.
You'd basically probably just take the Tim's off and just walk around barefoot.
Yeah.
That's what I think you
And
should do.
I'd probably get. They're like,
I think
this
should
guy's.
do
You should
barefoot
walk around on
sales.
the grass barefoot and
Yeah.
say, "There's major problems here."
Oh,
Yeah,
I
that would be-
just run
Feel
my
it.
run my feet around a
I
little bit. Be
feel
like,
there are some insects every night that's eating away at this grass. You know.
I just
was
walk. I
walking around
walk.
barefoot.
I walk through an ant mound. I walk up to the door. I'm like, see all these ants? I attracted these in your yard, and we're really gonna have to take care of this
You
for
should
you.
literally just bring ant colonies and just place them in the yard and say, "There's a major problem here."
Well, but that's what I don't understand. I'm walking up to all these houses, and every time you walk up to a door, they're like, all right, look for things that you can point out. Because if you go up to a door and say, hey, I have a pest control, I've seen this, and this of the neighbors, hears it in your house or your yard, then it makes it more reliable. It seems like they actually need it. And so I'm going up to these homes and I'm like, all right, they got spider webs up in the eaves. I see their ants in their yard. I knock on their door. I'm like, all right, let me tell them what's wrong and what I can do for them. All right, so I'm seeing this, this, and this. Yeah, sorry, we don't have bugs. What? In my head, I'm like, I mean, I know it's just their way of saying, like, we don't want it. And a lot of the times, some homeowners aren't walking through the yard, so they don't care if there are ants out there. But it's just frustrating as a door-to-door pest control salesman. Hey, you got bugs in your yard. You got spiders in your eaves. No, we don't have any insects. I mean, all right, I'm trying to help you, but I guess you don't want it.
I also have this, that there are probably some people that probably Jack as well, but I know Jack really likes ants. And I think if an animal is not invasive, I'll have them in my yard. I have no problem with it. So I actually do enjoy majority of insects. Once they start biting me, once they start getting in my showers, I don't. But I think I do like, some ants in my yard. I think they probably do. Bro.
No, that is understandable. I mean, some people don't really care if there are ants, but most of the time when we're doing treatments like this, it's not just for ants. It's usually, I mean, one it is for ants, but crickets, mosquitoes, fleas, ticks.
Changes for everywhere too.
Changes for everywhere. Spiders are a big one, and then a lot of people don't really mind the ants in their yard, but the way that we do it is like we do it around their foundation, so that even if there are ants in their yard or around their foundation, they're not getting into the home. So, yeah. Well, inside and outside. And wasp, like we do wasp treatment, so that if there's any wasp up top, like we can take care of them. So some people I do understand, all right, you don't have too much, you're not going to buy it. That makes sense. But for a majority of people, you already have a house payment to spend a little bit of extra money to try to keep your yard cleaned and not worrying about bugs, and other bugs attract other bugs. So it's just, yeah, I mean, the biggest thing is just not having
an app you showed me. Is that a way? If they
no. So we can see who we take care of. So if we do have a customer that's already out in one of the neighborhoods, we see it's like a green star, so we know.
Would you guys stop back by the house and check?
No.
Wait for the
Yeah, the technicians do it because they come out bi-monthly. So every other month there's someone there, and all of our customers have contact information for either the company or for the sales rep themselves. And anytime in between treatments, if they see extra bugs or whatever, they can call us out and we'll go out for free. And then if it happens, if they call us out more than twice, so on the third time, we pay for their next treatment, because that means that we did something wrong and we're not taking care of the bugs. So
you could definitely go to the
yeah, just litter your yard.
Just get a bunch of bad critters.
No, I mean, technically you could do that, but like if we were to go out there and just see like 15 crickets scattered throughout the yard, treat it, and come back and there's the same exact 15 crickets 2 days later, like I'm sure the technicians would know, because they know what their treatment does and if it's taking care of the crickets or not.
Smart.
Yeah, so they all know what they're doing. They're all professionally trained. So yeah, but that was the beginning of my week, and then after that, I mean, March Madness started.
I got a question.
Oh, yeah.
I know they're not inside. You guys don't.
What would be your question? Well, we do rodents.
I don't know if they have them in Arizona, but problem.
Yeah, there are people with bat issues, but I don't think that we do, because you need a special. I think there's a.
You would possibly.
And I think it's also different because sometimes you can have a single bat in your attic, or there's times where you could have a bat infestation. So I think if it's one bat, I'm sure there's something they could do to get rid of it. But bats are. Yeah, but I do.
Or you go out at night.
That would make sense. No, I think the biggest thing with bats is if they're outside, most people don't care, especially because where there are bats, there's mosquitoes.
Yeah, they also kill.
And they're a big mosquito killer. So if they're outside, a lot of people don't really have an issue. Once they get inside, they're just annoying because I mean, then they're getting in
It's
there.
like a
You have-
flying demogorgon.
yeah, and you get
Oh, and
you
they
get
have,
the
like,
bad droppings and
disease.
yeah.
Oh, yeah,
So
it's not something-
so inside the
No.
home, you don't really want
I do
that,
think they're
but
cool.
no, I think
No
bats are very
disrespect to
interesting.
bats.
Have you ever seen them flying around? And if you throw like a sandal or something, they'll like attack it as it's in the yeah, if you ever see bats in the air, take off your shoe or something,
Throw
chuck
up
it in
and
the
they'll
air.
get a little.
Yeah, you'll see them like swarm it as it's up in the air.
Oh.
Yeah, no, it's pretty cool. What'd you guys do at the beginning of this week?
Oh, beginning of this week.
Anything
just
crazy?
classic Walmart. School work to class. Well, watch some first four. Those not from gambling.
Watching.
Enjoyment.
Yeah.
But it was a pretty laid back start of the week. And then I won't lie. I mean, days going on 4 now.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, the thing with it is like when you're in the football season, you're a couch potato. Usually, maybe Saturday, Sunday.
Saturday, Sunday.
Once March, I mean, for me at least, college basketball. I'm not. It's not like you can really be a
No.
couch potato regular season.
No, you can't Monday through Friday just watch the night.
Yeah. And there's always so many different games on. They play at different times, different days of the week. Like it's hard to sit there and actually watch them all. It seems like we had a door-to-door salesman come through here
Trying to
trying to sell us some promotion for our channel.
Huh?
Yeah. It sounds like a good sales pitch, the price is lower than any competitors. The quality is guaranteed to be the best.
So let me hear it. Read it.
Oh, you want me to read the whole thing?
Yeah.
All right. Hello. Sorry to bother you. I want to offer promotion for your channel, viewers, followers, views, chatbots, etc. The price is lower than any competitor. The quality is guaranteed to be the best. Flexible and convenient order management panel, chat panel, everything in your hands. A huge number of custom settings. Go to and the company.
What's this guy's name?
I don't even know. Maldlinja. Yes.
Malden and Ig. Malden and Dig. Right. I'll tell you. All right. We appreciate the offer. But that's not something we're interested in. We can promote ourselves. Complete. Not happening. Leave the stream now. No soliciting, dude.
No
We
soliciting.
have to put that in our bio now.
Oh man, there were so many doors that I knocked on that say no soliciting.
Oh man.
And there was one time where I walk up to the door, no soliciting sign, just pretend like you don't see it, obviously. So I knock, ring the doorbell, and then I'm like looking up, pretending like I don't see the sign, looking for bugs. He walks out and he goes, "Oh, you're very observant, I see." And I said, "Yeah, I'm just, the local bug guy coming by from a few of the neighbors." He goes, "Well, you missed the sign." I said, "I didn't even see it." And then I like pointed out because he had some mud wasp nests up top, some spiders. So he was like, "Oh, you didn't see the sign?" I was like, "Oh, I was looking at the wasp nests up here and then the spider webs that I pointed out to him." And he's like, "You can leave." I was like, "All right, have a good day. My name is Owen, and you are?" He's like, "I'm not interested in telling you that. Have a good day. Goodbye, Owen. Goodbye, Owen. Goodbye, Owen." I was like, "Oh my, geez, this guy is crazy." But yeah, there's a lot of no soliciting signs
Yeah.
out here.
Yeah. You gotta hope that the people in Delaware aren't.
No,
like
the
that.
biggest thing with that is in Arizona, the weather's always good, so they have solicitors all year round. Whereas you
'Cause
go to-
nobody's soliciting in the snow.
No, when you go to anywhere in the Midwest, East Coast, like for example, I'm going to Delaware, those guys really only get knockers 4 months of the pretty much just the months that we're going to be there. So you will get a few people who get fed up, but
Wow.
most of the time I feel like they're just. I mean, I like the Midwest and that East Coast region. I feel like one, the people are just generally nicer, and two, I feel like because they don't get solicitors, they're going to be more talkative.
I would say you cannot generalize East Coasters with Midwest because Midwest are the friendliest people in the country. East Coast people are easily the harshest and meanest people. They are
Yeah,
brutal
but
people, brutal
but
people,
Delaware
absolutely.
is so far north that like when you're in those small states up north of there, I feel like that's different than Virginia.
No, it is different than Virginia, but like, dude, basically Delaware, Connecticut, Massachusetts, it's just
Vermont.
basic Vermont. All it is.
Oh, those are tree
You're
lovers.
just New Yorker. You're a New Yorker, but you're too poor to live in New York. So there you go. You live in Delaware. So that would probably turn into somebody who is not going to be accepting
I think the
Too
more
many-
the
too
more
much
you see the
pest control.
sun, the happier person you are.
I mean that's
what
why
I
we're
think.
the mowers, all right. We're the Michiganders out west because we believe that sunshine, all right. Those vitamins that you get,
Vitamin D.
that vitamin D is so good for your mental well-being.
Sure is.
It really is.
When I go to a McDonald's drive-through out here, it's just
Try
a
to
way
hold it
better
closer.
experience. It's a way better experience than
And so,
than-
what does
than
that have
the-
to do with
the
what we're
nearest
talking
Michigan.
about?
Well, I'm just saying. I just think that.
Well, you
I think that's
you
the
think
best way.
McDonald's is better too.
No. The people working. You know?
Oh,
I just feel like the experience is better.
okay.
I think that's the best general way to do it. How's the fast food interaction?
Wow.
terrible? Is it not terrible?
I think you're
don't know.
right.
I don't know
think
about
that's the
that.
I
best
don't
way
know.
to
You get some
generalize.
fast food from Michigan. There are some greasers in there. Some people. who are
Yeah.
no good,
Well, that's
man.
what I'm saying. I think the out westers are a little kinder in the fast food line.
That it's probably maybe true.
Yeah, but it's
That's how I
also
judge
fast
it.
food.
That's how I judge an area.
It's also fast food. You're only in the line for 2 minutes.
It-
I don't think you can base
we're also
your.
talking about fast food.
Yeah,
fast food
yeah.
is not something that you want to base your
that's-
life off.
how I
Yeah,
judge it.
no.
That's how I judge the.
Like
That's
that.
how I
mean-
judge the neighborhood. How's the
Alright.
fast food?
That's fair. I mean, but there's also some argument that even when you're in like the slums, right, you might get some exception. You might get some exceptional service because
Never had it.
wow.
I
Okay.
can't think of a time.
How often are
where
you
I've
getting
been
fast
in
food in the slums?
Oh, very often.
Okay, what's
Very
well?
often.
I mean, just any urban city with some less fortunate people working. I mean, if you're working at a fast food place, what am I saying? All right, but I don't know. I feel like sometimes people who have less, they don't really view giving their kindness as a burden to them. They say, oh, of course,
My pleasure.
my pleasure. You know.
Yeah.
I feel like once you get to wealthier areas, then they're like they start to look at you. They start to judge a book by its cover. They say, "Fuck you, you're eating at Burger King," you know. And it's just like, damn, bro, I want chicken fries. You know, it's like you. Yeah, I want it, but you're working here. So what's worse, me wanting Burger King or you working at Burger King? I think there's an answer.
I think it's pretty similar.
Oh, it is.
It's-
close.
That is not similar.
Yeah, it is.
No, you're right.
Working
you're
fast
right.
food or getting it, it's not even close to the same.
I think if you're judging someone for working at some spot, then you can judge them
Somebody for eating.
for
there?
eating there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but eating there's like a one,
yeah.
like that's like, hey, I really want to have Burger King for this meal. All right, I'll go to Burger King. If you work at Burger King, you go, I'm gonna be working at Burger King.
Well, but what if someone-
you know, like you're
Yeah,
rocking with Burger King. That is what you're doing. You know?
Well, yeah, but what
There's
if
a difference.
what if
There's a
so,
big
no? I don't
difference.
think so.
How is there not a difference between eating at a restaurant or working at a restaurant?
Because
I mean, he does have a point.
you're
If
going to
if
get
you're
served
going to
by
eat- if you're going to
yeah.
get served and you're going to eat at that place, then the person
Well,
working there is a great person because they're working at
Yeah.
a place that you want to go to.
yeah,
Well, I
yeah.
guess it's more like you enjoy this spot, you know, because you're going there to eat. You're spending your money.
But
as
then
this
why do you
place.
why do you shit on a fast food worker
Well,
depending on the location?
no, it's not depending on.
It's not depending on the location.
It's
It's
not
just
depending
working
on
fast food in general.
Just working fast
It's
food.
it's
in
not a
general.
desirable job.
Is fast food a desirable food?
No.
Absolutely.
I- it
Absolutely.
is,
God.
it is, it
In my
is.
opinion, it is. It tastes great.
It's a desirable food. That doesn't mean it's good for you, but it's
True.
still a desirable item.
That's fair.
All
That's a
food
great
is,
thing.
is a desirable item, and it's just the convenience of it.
Yeah, but you don't want to be flipping patties there. That's not a desirable job.
Right. There's a difference. There's a difference.
I mean, yeah. That's
But
fair.
you all, I mean, you know,
I mean, if you're like-
it
if-
depends on
Yeah,
the
but
person.
the same
A
thing.
lot- a lot of
But here's the
people-
thing. Here's
a lot
the
of
thing.
people
It's
don't
different
want to be accountants.
It's different if you're a regular. If you're going in Monday, Wednesday, Friday to Burger King to get your 20-piece chicken fry
Yeah. then
every
it's fine.
week, and you still shit on the workers, then it's like, what are you doing, buddy? Like you're
Yeah, but the
giving
other
people-
thing to look at is like, all right, so there's a difference between working at Burger King versus working at a 5-star burger place, right?
Oh yeah.
So then why would you not just go get food from the 5-star burger place rather
you
than
don't wanna
Burger
pay
It's
the
King?
money.
expensive, and you have to sit down.
Yeah.
If I need a quick lunch I'm going, you know, cross country driving on a vacation, and I just need a quick little meal. I'm not gonna go to Ruth's Chris Steakhouse.
Yeah.
I'm going to McDonald's.
Yep.
Real
So then
quick.
what's the problem
real
with
quick.
working at McDonald's? That's what I'm just trying to understand.
There's no problem with working.
There's
at
no
McDonald's.
problem
It's
with
great.
it.
Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to go there. I love
Yes,
McDonald's
yes.
employees.
So we need
I
McDonald's
love
workers.
fast food.
man.
I'm the biggest.
We're
fast
just
food
saying it's not
enjoyer ever.
desirable.
It's just not a desirable job.
All right, fair.
Unless you want to,
No.
You-
Right. I mean,
Would you love to work at
Well,
McDonald's?
I very rarely eat fast food,
it's
let
all-
alone
it's all
work
relative.
there.
It's all relative.
So
Like, would you rather
It's
work
all-
at a Chipotle or a Burger King?
Chipotle,
That's
That's what I'm saying.
but Chipotle's fast food.
Yeah, but that's not.
It is.
Like,
It's the same thing as.
they don't have like a drive-through. It's not like you got to go in. You got.
Is Five Guys not fast food?
Not really. There's like a difference.
no.
There's like a difference between.
I don't
like,
think you can't call Chipotle
McDonald's.
not fast food.
Yeah, it's it.
Is
it's not-
Panda Express fast food?
No, there's a.
There's
a
drive-throughs
difference.
at Panda though.
I know, but not every single one. That's what I'm
Okay,
saying, like-
yeah, sure.
like,
but
I think Panda Express.
I don't think you can
and
judge fast food
Chipotle
by.
is
like,
fast food
Is
Mexican.
like
It's that
Boston
simple.
Market a restaurant or is it fast food?
Oh no, Boston Market is absolutely a restaurant.
Don't you go in there
You can
and
buy, you can go up there and buy shit, right? And just
Yeah, but that's
leave.
it's
Yeah.
the exact same thing as Chipotle.
no,
guess.
no, you don't.
Yes, it is.
No, Boston
You're
Market
going
is a
in there-
much more sit-down based thing.
Yeah.
Like Panda Express, for instance, or even Chipotle. You're going in there.
They
you're
serve
getting
you
your
in
stuff, and
to-go
then you leave. Most people don't even eat
containers.
in
Yeah.
there.
You got to-go containers at Boston Market.
I know, but I feel like Boston. I love posting in Boston
Come
Market,
on.
dude. Boston
I like
Market.
sitting in the
sweet.
Panda Express.
Yeah, okay.
Panda and Chipotle are fast food. Yeah, I
yeah,
agree.
it's
100%.
fast food, but
100%.
there's got to be a difference between a McDonald's, Burger King, compared to like a Pancheros or like a.
No.
There's a difference. There's a difference.
Yeah, difference in what though?
Like
Well,
even like Culver's,
Quality,
like,
if
yes,
anything.
it's
oh,
fast food.
quality.
No, you can't say Culver's is not
But
fast
it's like
food.
it's like one step above.
No,
fast food.
Oh,
no,
Cul-
no,
Culver,
no,
Culver's is the
no.
most fast food
Is
thing ever. but it's
literally-
some of the best fast food.
no.
That is true.
There's nothing wrong with it.
No.
Oh, you don't like Culver's?
Oh, I'm a big Culver's hater.
I don't even know
The
how
only
that's
thing I
possible.
get from Culver's is a concrete mixer.
Have you ever had any real meal there?
No.
Well,
I've had the cheese curds.
Oh,
And they were good.
my
And-
God, dude.
they were good.
I don't
You've
think they're
never
anything
had-
special.
You've never had a double butter burger with cheese?
No, because if I'm gonna go get a burger,
Dude, that's literally half of your daily intake in cows. It's great.
no,
It's
Tastes
great.
great.
Tastes
Tastes
great
great.
too.
no,
Come on, man.
Is Steak and Shake
No.
fast food?
yeah.
Oh my. So
See, that's where the line
That's-
gets a
Isn't
little
there a
confusing. That's what
where-
I'm talking about. There's a
that's where we
drive-through
start-
at Steak
If you're
and
calling
Shake.
Culver's not fast food, but you're
Who
calling
called?
Steak
Who?
and
Wait,
Shake
wait. Who
fast
called
food-
Culver's not fast food?
I said that it's like
Jack, if
I
anything,
it's-
said it was.
There's a tier.
No,
there's a
no.
tier.
It's higher
No,
fa-
no.
fast food.
I think
Higher
it's
fast
it.
food.
I don't think quality.
think
I think
quality-
you're just you're mixing up quality with the type of restaurant it is.
It's a
Culver's is still fast food. It's just high quality fast food.
I don't think it's
I
high
agree.
quality.
Dude, you should try their whole menu.
But-
dude.
but
It's-
does
it's-
quality
it's
have
good
anything-
stuff.
Are you basing quality based on taste?
Both
on ingredients.
ingredients as well. Culver's is not made out of complete garbage, dude. Get a Culver's burger. It's better than a McDonald's burger by far.
Well, that's comparing two not great options.
Well, dude, they're both fast. We got to compare fast foods, right?
Well,
what-
I mean, how
you
much?
got to
okay,
keep it on a
okay,
level
okay.
playing field.
No,
I'm not gonna.
this is a
I'm not
better
gonna
comparison.
compare burgers and like a crazy burger place to Culver's, dude. Culver's you can get
Right.
great stuff for about $10 total. I can get 2.5 meals.
But how much different is a Culver's burger than like a? I'm trying to think of like a sit down.
Like Ford's Garage.
Yeah, like a Ford's Garage burger. I don't think it's that much different. It's pretty much the same patty. Like the buns and like the preparation's different because you're sitting in a real restaurant.
I would say the only thing that you can noticeably tell is different
Buns.
is the bun. Dude. The
Buns.
Well, I
buns
mean,
in
but
a
like
sit-down
working
restaurant are
at
fire.
working at like a restaurant like Ford's Garage, I know that those are fresh burgers. Like I know they get fresh ground beef every day or two. They hand make the patties. I
I-
know that those are quality burgers.
I think that's what Culver's
I do
does.
think Culver's does stand on that. They do
That's
that.
what
as well.
Culver's
Okay.
does. I
So-
even,
so does
I even
In-N-Out.
think like Wendy's might do that.
Wendy's might do it as well. McDonald's
so does
McDonald's is
McDonald's.
probably the only one that
McDonald's
doesn't.
probably does.
McDonald's. I
McDonald's
guarantee
just
if you look up McDonald's uses
frozen's
fresh.
I
Well,
mean,
yeah, but so is Culver's.
Wendy's advertises no frozen patties all the time on commercials.
You know, dude, frozen's a
And
bad
that's
thing.
that's fast. That's fast food prime. Wendy's.
yeah.
They have to be frozen.
not
No,
what they
dude,
say.
you
That's
can
not
just
what they
have
say.
you can just have frequent shipping.
Yeah, I don't know.
And they make those patties every day.
Well, yeah, because people are
I mean,
ordering
they-
them.
yeah, they
You
probably
order the
squish 'em
patty,
down.
then yeah, you're gonna throw it on the grill and make it.
Yeah,
Fair.
and it's really not that much different.
Fair.
I mean, I know I worked at a local establishment in my hometown, and it's a great place. Everybody loves it. But I'll tell you, I mean, I wouldn't say the quality's that much different than the Culver's.
No,
It's
no,
really not. It's really not.
no.
You know, working back there, you,
You
say,
know,
"Oh, wow.
you pay for service, you pay for the ambiance of the place, the atmosphere,
right,
sitting
the
down.
theming,
Yep.
You know,
Yeah.
it's more personal because
Yeah.
you're sitting down.
Yup.
You got a waiter and
Yup,
stuff.
you're-
gotta
yeah,
tip.
yeah. Fast food just has.
I
you
guess
know,
I guess
it's
fast
terrible.
food
You don't
is
tip.
considered the no tip. That's where fast food is.
Yeah,
I think
probably.
that could be the line.
I think that's a
Compared
pretty
to
good
dining
line.
restaurant and fast food, no tip.
Oh, that's how I always am. If somebody's actually coming up to check on me, I will give them some money for that.
Right.
But, dude, if you're bringing me my food because for whatever reason you can't call my name at the counter and you have to give me a little thing with a number on it, I'm not giving you a tip. No way.
Yeah, I agree.
No
Yeah, that's
way.
like that's fair. That's fair.
That's exactly right. You're doing your job.
You're
getting
doing
paid.
it.
You're getting
Exactly.
paid.
Well, you get paid in
That's
it.
what you
You're
are.
getting
You're a
paid
food
a
runner.
wage.
Usually those fast food, yeah, you get paid hourly.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
waitresses are different. Waiters are different
Yeah.
because you guys aren't getting paid. You guys
Yeah.
are getting paid $4.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
At
It's
the
just like-
Chipotle, I'm not tipping those guys to make my bowl.
No.
I mean, come on.
No.
You're getting paid $15 an hour.
You're standing there in front of the ingredients because you're supposed to be making them. So I'm not going to give you more for it.
I think Chipotle might have the best quality of fast food.
I would agree with that. I would probably agree with that.
Yeah. Probably just, I mean, that's just the type of restaurant
It's
is,
also the
though,
type
right?
of food. I mean, Mexican,
Yeah.
that type of food, it's got some good ingredients to it.
Well, yeah, but like you watch them make all their
Like you can't,
chicken
you can't
and
compare
beef
it.
and like
Oh,
you
I love seeing those
you
big
yeah
grills in
yeah.
the back, just
That's
ripping.
what I mean. Like also quality in terms of like you're watching them do that stuff. Like
But a lot of restaurants, like Culver's, for example, we're not watching them put the patties.
No,
down,
yeah, sure,
put
sure,
the-
sure,
put the
sure.
cheese
They're doing
on.
that.
but I guarantee that yeah.
They're doing it.
Yeah, like me personally, I mean, it's a much worse burger, but I could get 2 of them for the price of 1. I think a Culver's burger is so much better than a Five Guys burger.
agree.
I would go to
disagree.
Culver's and I would get 3 burgers for the price of 1, and I think the custard from Culver's is better than Five Guys shakes.
Yeah.
So I mean, what are we doing? Paying $30 for a milkshake and a burger from Five Guys? It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I don't know how that place
Five
is
Guys
still.
got them beat on fries.
Dude, that
though.
place was elite from like 2014 to 2017. Going there, you didn't have to spend your own money on it.
Well,
Great place.
well,
Great place,
I-
but it sucks now.
I also think that I don't think it necessarily sucks. I just think that a bunch of other companies are able to just discount their prices so much more than Five Guys, and so then people just because I saw a
That's
thing yesterday
But
saying if Five Guys charged the same prices as In-N-Out would not be a restaurant,
Correct. That is correct.
but they just
would say
don't
so.
because I think Five Guys is a little bit better quality,
Sure.
and Five Guys also. You can do a lot more things. When you go to In-N-Out, you get the same 4 things, and that's all you can ever get.
That's fair.
You can go to Five Guys and get a crap ton more on there. But like a lot of people argue, the price is just where a lot of people get turned away.
Here, like I'd say though, my another like high price fast food burger place that I absolutely love is Shake Shack. And
Yeah.
Shake Shack does everything Five Guys is supposed to do better. Shake Shack is a great company. I
agree.
love them. They make good burgers, good shakes, good fries.
Their chicken's good too.
Chicken, dude, the
All right.
chicken is good.
What is everyone's favorite fast food? Let's go through and say that since we've been discussing this month.
Oh, mine is this is a real fast food place, but every single time I go there,
If you say sit down place.
oh, it's not.
No,
Okay,
no, no.
okay,
It's
okay,
different.
okay.
Real fast
We're all
food.
gonna have different answers here, and they're all unique.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
love
I
it.
just want to explain my answer before I give it.
All right.
Every time I go in there, I love the culture. The food's hot every time. It's been this way since I've been a young child, and I love it. And it's gonna be Popeyes.
Oh, good pick. That's a good pick.
Popeyes. They got high quality chicken. I always see them back there battering it up. People are covered in flour.
Yep.
It's good
Po-
product.
Popeyes
It's
is really
good product.
good.
I love fried chicken,
Really
and
good.
that's the best fried chicken.
Dude, you
place
can can just get the chicken sandwich, no meal for like $4.99, dude.
It's great.
It is
It's great.
incredible. It's a good
Yep.
sandwich, good bun. Like that
Right.
actually tastes like a non-fast food bun.
Yeah, yeah.
The
Yeah,
Popeyes.
the Popeyes bun is really
Good. It's
nice.
good stuff. My,
Fries are good.
yeah.
It's just a great place.
yeah, my favorite. I was gonna go with Popeyes, but I kind of had to include breakfast. Like I thought of breakfast in my mind as well, and so for that reason only, I'm gonna go with a little southeastern little chain. I have always loved Bojangles.
Oh
okay?
yeah, Bojangles.
And I haven't
good.
been there in a fat minute. But oh my god,
Their
dude.
biscuits.
Their biscuits are crazy, dude. Like I don't know how it is nowadays. It might have regressed. Kind of like another, just to kind of sidetrack. P.F. Chang's used to be a great place in my opinion. I think that place is really washed down,
Yeah.
man. The ingredients they use,
Yeah.
just almost the chefs they're hiring, just don't know it. Make a chicken lettuce wrap for me.
Yeah, I feel like when I
not
used to hear
hard.
of PF Chang's, I used to hear about how good it was and everything, and now when I hear it, I feel like I just get like mediocre reviews.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah,
oh,
no.
you guys want to go to PF Chang's, and everyone's like,
Yeah, I mean,
eh.
you think of P.F. Chang's now, you go, what are you doing, dude?
Yeah.
It's like, you're an idiot.
I
Yeah.
used to compare like P.F. Chang's to like a Cheesecake Factory.
Yes,
like,
yes,
It used
absolutely.
to be. It used to be an
Absolutely.
awesome
Like,
place to go.
it was the same type of location in the mall. You
Yep,
had the P.F.
yep.
Chang's, you would have a Cheesecake
Yeah.
Factory.
Now it's like,
Oh, it's done, dude.
Yeah,
There's
it's just
a-
like, I mean, maybe it's just because of the one that we had near us was terrible and it was like dirty and gross. But yeah, I
Yeah.
agree. It's a good take there.
All right, mine would probably be I'm stuck in between two, and it really one's chicken, one's Mexican, and it's Chipotle and Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
And I would probably say Chick-fil-A would be my favorite, just because very, very, very few, if any, times have I went to Chick-fil-A and had a bad experience,
I don't
had
think
bad
it's possible.
service,
Yeah.
or yeah, I mean bad food. So, and I think a lot of people love their chicken minis. I'm not a big chicken minis guy for breakfast, but I recently had their sausage, cheddar, and egg sandwich, and that was really good. Their lemonade, I mean, I personally just am a fan favorite of their lemonade. I don't think there's any other spot you're gonna get a better lemonade. I think
Yeah.
Chick-fil-A is probably my favorite.
Yeah, other than Hubert's at Subway.
Ooh, good take.
What is that,
Yeah.
Hubert's
Subway
lemonade?
sells that
Yeah.
Hubert's lemonade.
That stuff is nuts.
Yeah.
I feel like Subway's regressed a lot.
Subway's a regressor too, dude. Back
I think it's always been pretty shitty.
It probably
it's
has
always
been.
bad, but like, dude, back in the $5 footlong days,
Oh,
it was
yeah.
electric.
It's just because now,
it
you
was
know, in
cool.
today's economy, you're paying more for the exact same or less.
Yeah.
Quality,
Yeah.
quantity. You're paying more for something that is worse in like every category. It doesn't feel as good as it used
Yeah,
to.
The,
absolutely.
the one thing that I'm starting to realize is I used to be when I was growing up, it was always Subway. You can go there, customize your sub. Then I started getting older, and I switched to Jimmy John's. I love their bread. I love their sandwiches,
good
their
quality
mayonnaise.
Yep.
But now I'm starting to realize like Jimmy John's is expensive.
Yeah, Jimmy John's is expensive.
Like if you go
it's
get
good, it's really good.
if you go get the regular size, which I think is 8 inches,
8 inches, yeah.
it's still like
it's not like that large of a portion, and it's like I think it's like $11.
Yeah, and then
You
wanna
get
a
their
big one.
you
it's
get
like
their
18,
giant.
19.
It's 16
Wh-
inches, which
which-
is a good
Which
portion.
that's what I do. That's like 2 meals, right? You can split that.
Yeah,
practically split that into 2
but
meals.
then you go there and you're spending $18 on your sub.
Yeah.
Chips and a drink.
You get
Chips
chips
and
and a
a
drink.
drink,
I
$22
think I left and
yeah.
it was like 22
Yeah.
to
Yeah,
$25, and
Like,
you're getting a meal
It's
and a half.
weird, though,
Yep.
because like my parents never would let me get Subway ever. We lived right by a Subway, and I just never would get it. And Jimmy John's what we do, and I always thought, oh, Jimmy John's is great, right? Awesome, but it's like realistically, like if I had like nowadays, if I had to just pick a spot to grab some food, I would definitely go Subway just because of what you can get. I love what they offer, like the JJ BLT. Oh my god, that is a great sandwich. But Subway, just electric.
Yeah, I've always been I've actually been kind of. I agree. Jimmy John's great quality stuff.
Great
Their bread is good, but that's probably one of my least favorite sandwich spots.
That's fair.
That's
Yeah,
I like Jersey Mike's.
I like Jersey
fucking
Mike's,
incredible.
Potbelly more, Firehouse
Potbelly's
subs.
awesome. Firehouse.
Oh,
is
Firehouse is
great.
good.
Chiba
Firehouse
Hut.
is
I think
great.
the one
Chiba
thing
Hut's
when you look
great.
at subs though is like yes, there are places that are better than others, but you can go to any of them and get a good thing.
Yeah,
Oh
like,
yeah.
my favorite sub place is easily Potbelly, just because I love the type of stuff they put in their sandwiches. I don't know why, and I like their bread too, and I like the vibe of like their restaurant. It just seems like a really cool place, ran by cool people. But like like even like Jimmy John's, for instance, like I love also making like sandwiches at home. It's just the classic wheat bread, white bread, whatever you want. But I just bought a big bin of Jimmy peppers from Jimmy John's because that's the one thing that I always get on my sandwiches when I go there, and it literally like that's what I think of when I think of Jimmy John's. I think of that specific taste of the pepper because I always get on my sandwiches, right? And so now that I got this big gallon bucket of it, I can put it on my crappy sandwich that costs about 20 cents to make, and it tastes like, dude, when I eat it, I go, this should cost around $7-8 in my opinion, but it's not. You
Yeah.
know?
What do you guys like the Jimmy John chips?
Oh yeah, they used to be.
You don't like them?
They used to be Miss Vicky's, and then they changed.
Then
them
they
to just
changed
the
it to Jimmy
chips.
John's.
And I think the Jimmy chips are just as good. They're very
Yeah.
good.
What's your go-to? Mine's salt and vinegar.
Salt and vinegar's
yeah.
always been my go-to.
Those are good.
Just for any chip
Yeah.
anywhere. If
Yep.
there's salt and vinegar, I'm taking it.
Yeah, and
I'm
I
not
agree.
a big fan of just like regular potato chips, so I don't really like. That's another thing. I didn't ever really like Jimmy John's because of 2 reasons. Every time I get a sub, I like a hot sub.
That's fair. Yep.
Jimmy
That-
John's
that's one
doesn't
thing
do
they
it.
do
They
not
don't do it. I
Yep.
like to
It's
get
like
like
the only
a
place,
chicken or a
probably.
cheesesteak.
The only place that does not toast a single sandwich.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's and I hate the Jimmy chips. I hate them.
Wow.
I think
Wow.
they're terrible.
What is it?
I
What's
just
the
don't. I
bummer?
just don't like that type of chip.
Yeah, I was gonna
What,
say,
kettle chip?
I very rarely see Jack eating potato chips of
No,
any
you
sort. Of
won't
any
see it.
sort.
You
Yeah.
won't see it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
that's
I
fair.
think Lay's is terrible.
Lay's are
I
bad.
do agree. Lay's is
Lay's,
bad.
I mean, dude, Lay's are. I think Lay's is 10 times worse.
What
than
about? Oh yeah,
McDonald's.
do you like beans? Beans and potato chips?
Together?
What kind of beans?
Like baked beans?
Baked beans. I do like baked beans and
Together?
potato chips.
Yeah, like a lot of times, like you think, for me at least, I think of like a classic cookout. It's like burgers, beans,
I'll
and
eat-
then you always, or a lot of
for
times, I
sure.
like to scoop my beans with
Eh,
chips.
That's
see,
a good feeling with
I-
the hot dog on the plate.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do not
That's
scoop it though.
nice.
I usually like eat my beans, then like eat my chips.
Oh,
and,
okay.
like-
So, but I think that's the question is the combination of the two.
Oh, combination would be great.
You
And
don't-
as long as it's just an original.
Yeah,
flavor.
yeah.
I can't say I've ever tried that, but
I mean, my favorite.
It's a good one.
I don't know if you guys like French onion dip.
Oh, yeah.
That shit is great on just original Lay's or even like a Ruffles.
Ruffles.
Yeah,
Ruffles
like-
are better than Lay's.
Yeah, Ruffles are better than Lay's just
Yeah.
because I like the grooves. You know.
Yeah, the grooves are nice.
Real
The
nice.
grooves are nice.
Like at the cookout, I'm the kid who's getting the red Doritos on the plate. I mean, it's just why. if
But
I'm
there's
gonna-
also
if I'm
nothing
gonna
wrong
eat a
with
chip,
Doritos.
I'm not gonna get the Lay's barbecue. I'm gonna get the red Doritos.
Oh, Lay's barbecue. Are
Butter.
pretty good. Pretty tasty.
Yep. That's the worst thing is when wherever you're at, whether it's at home or you're at a sports game when you're younger, and they bring out those big box of chips, and it's like 8 Doritos, 8 Cool Ranch Doritos, 4 Lay's, 4 barbecue,
I would
and
always-
4 Fritos.
I'd always take
You-
the Fritos, man. I'm a Frito guy.
Those Doritos, Fritos are gone, and then you just have
Yeah,
8
it's
Lay's,
just
and then it's
crappy
just
yellow Lay's.
I'd rather
dude.
just not
Uh,
even eat it.
yeah, no,
Yeah,
they-
no,
That's
no.
what it
I mean,
is.
realistically,
just not
Lay's
eat it.
potato chips have got to be terrible for you. Like, what the fuck are you even eating?
No, I mean those are better than like a Cheeto.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, I
Cheetos
think
are-
Cheetos are real bad.
I mean, I
So that's just
really-
artificial.
I don't think any
Chips are
chip you
Chips
no,
are
get
chips
is
are not
good.
I mean, it's just fried.
It's
like
fried,
very
or
fried.
it's-
It's like deep
Deep
fried
fried French fry.
potatoes.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
deep fried French fries.
Well, it's not necessarily deep fried. They just are
Just
really
leave it, like,
thin.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess,
So
but like you're not even actually getting anything from it. You're just fucking eating oil and fat.
okay, but there's no difference between French fries.
Oh, sure, but like
Yeah, they're both terrible.
they're both bad.
Yeah.
but, like French
And-
fries are actually like at least more satisfactory to eat. You're not
Well,
like, ugh.
That's a personal thing, I think.
I mean,
also
dude,
I agree,
But
but
I mean, like-
but there are, I know
I
people
love
who just
chips just because the taste of them and stuff. But like when I'm eating them, and the worst part is I can never put down the bag. But
That's
I just
what I
keep
was gonna
on doing
say.
it, and it's just like, what the fuck am I doing, right? It's just like this is not good, but I'm still doing it because I'm doing it. But chips are bad. Like I never feel good at all ever when eating any type of
No.
chip.
You'll get like a side of fries, and then they're done, and that's a good portion. You feel good about it.
Yeah.
Bag of chips. Oh boy. You know, you bring out that party size Cool Ranch
Oh,
Dorito
jeez,
bag,
dude.
and
Done
I mean,
for.
I could eat the whole thing.
done for.
Yeah, like you look at that party size, you go when you buy that in the store, you go.
That's huge. you know,
That's
so
huge. You know, I
many
can get a lot of
chips, that's
nice
so
little
many chips.
portions, nice plates of Doritos.
Yeah.
But man, it's probably 2 servings.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Terrible,
Oh, yeah.
dude. It's
It's-
terrible.
It's bad.
Do you guys like Takis?
I like Takis.
I don't really like Takis themselves, but
It's terrible.
if anyone goes or shops at Trader Joe's has I don't know if you want to call it a healthy version of a Taki, but it's like a
Oh,
Trader Joe's
better-
organic.
good.
Better
Trader-
alternatives.
And-
Trader Joe's is high quality.
Yeah,
healthy
and
stuff,
and
a lot
if you like Takis, I would recommend going to Trader Joe's and getting these chips. They taste very similar, not as spicy, which I personally enjoy, but man, I'll polish off a bag of those chips in one sitting. It's bad.
I hate Takis, but those are good.
They're
Yeah.
good.
Those
yeah,
are good because
yeah.
it just tastes better. It tastes
A lot more
little
enjoyable.
more natural.
Yeah, yeah.
Are
it
the,
doesn't
are-
burn your
What
tongue.
color are the Trader Joe ones?
The bag themselves or the actual chips?
actual
the
chip.
actual chips are like red.
Okay.
Dude,
Dude, because
but I don't know if there's like red 40 in it like
Yeah,
there
no,
are.
no,
In, I don't think
I'm
there
pretty
is.
sure, like all that, like even like flaming hot Cheetos, like those things should not be red. I mean, they're obviously adding red 40 to color it and make it look more appealing to eat, but
Yeah.
like it doesn't do anything to it. And I mean,
Yeah.
I'd rather eat if a flaming hot was
Yeah,
green. I'd
yeah,
rather
yeah.
eat it.
Yeah.
You know, if that's the natural color.
Yep.
It's
Yeah.
just it's also crazy to look if you look at like American foods, like a bag of Cheetos chips from America. Look at the ingredients, then go over to England and look at what they're selling their Cheetos as. We got some dog shit in our products.
No, that's actually very true. Like for
Like
example,
bad stuff.
coming from Germany, there's a handful of things that you can't buy there, not because they just don't want to sell it, but because they're legally not allowed to.
Yeah, because it's bad. It's
like
terrible.
like
for you.
goldfish, for example. Some of the products that they like ingredients in there are not legally allowed to be used and sold in Germany because
Wow.
they're not healthy.
Goldfish
But
are actually,
Americans-
people think goldfish are like a healthier
Oh,
alternative
no.
than Doritos. Those are terrible.
Goldfish
No,
are terrible.
Yeah,
Really bad.
really
Dude,
any chip like that is bad.
Dude, the worst thing about it is when they say made with 100% real cheddar. My ass, dude. The worst thing that you can possibly eat is artificial cheese flavoring, and that's what like every single good snack has,
Yeah.
dude. Pretty much.
Yeah.
It's the artificial cheese.
Yep.
It's just not a real thing.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah, no,
yeah.
you can't do it. I mean, you can't make cheese on a chip flavoring.
Yeah,
that's like
it's-
real cheese. It just can't happen.
No,
It's
no,
not a
no,
real
no.
thing.
It would go bad because it's a
Yeah.
dry product.
Yeah,
Yep.
no, you can't do it.
All right, I think let's quickly recap a little bit of this March Madness, and then we'll probably end the stream. We got a busy weekend, so we try to get a stream going for you guys, so at least there was something out there.
Yep.
But what we got rest of the busy afternoon for all of us, so we won't be on here too much longer.
Can we get a score check on the Duke game real quick?
Yeah, I can do that for us. Yeah, so what are some big things this weekend? First, I just want to talk
boy.
about Oakland, Michigan, Oakland University.
Yep.
One of my good buddies from high school goes there and plays on their team now. Congrats to you for this season. It was a good ride, and we love watching you guys in the tournament.
Yep.
But then secondly, Jake Golke, the man,
Jack
Jack
Golke.
Golke.
Jack Golke, just an incredible player, man. Just not only player, but an incredible person. Jack Golke
I
is.
think that's more of it. Just an incredible guy.
Incredible guy. That guy played 4 years at Hillsdale College, not too far from the homeland of Saline, Michigan. And, to see him go to Rochester Hills to play D1 basketball, his last year, he's a fifth-year super senior. You love to see it. And just the fact that he had the season he had, he made the most three-pointers in D1 this season out of anybody. And a large amount, probably because he took 350 of them. But, shooters shoot. And if you're a
always.
shooter and you don't shoot,
You're not a
you're
shooter.
not a shooter. Nobody knows who you are because you don't shoot the ball, man.
We know who Jack Golke is. though. He's a
dude,
shooter.
I just love Jack Golke because this guy says, "Hey, I'm down 9 points. I gotta at least try and put on a show, right? Gotta try.
What
What else is gonna happen?
we had a message for him yesterday. Do you remember what we were saying? Jack Golke, keep shooting.
Oh yeah, no, that's literally, and this is like because Jack Golke, he even said in the interview after round one upset against Kentucky, he said, "Listen, I'm not going to the NBA, but I can compete against these guys, and these guys are NBA level players. But on any given night, I will be able to play against these guys, which he obviously could. But the sad thing is his basketball career is unfortunately probably going to come to an end,
But keep shooting.
But keep shooting.
Keep shooting. Anything in life.
Shooting is
You
not.
just gotta shoot.
There's more to shooting than a basketball.
If he applies his shooting in basketball to real life,
real life,
oh, he'll be
Yep.
a very successful
Yeah.
human.
You might be down.
you might be down.
You might be down a lot, but
You might be
Keep
down.
shooting.
you might as well just shoot the ball.
Yeah, shoot the ball.
Doesn't hurt.
You
You're
know, if
already down.
If you're down, shoot some die. You might make it back.
Yeah,
You might.
yeah, exactly.
Just keep shooting.
Just
that
keep
was-
shooting. Man.
That was Oakland. They beat Kentucky round one. I mean, big upset, but we were supporting them.
And they really played NC State tough.
Oh,
last
yeah,
night,
great
man.
game.
Yeah.
Towards the end, I was really
Overtime.
hoping they were going to bring it out, and then once overtime hit, that's where they struggled a little bit.
Tough
and
draw when you got the best player in the country. on
Yeah,
the
DJ
other team.
Burns Jr. along with the former ASU player DJ Horn. I really like the NC State Wolfpack to make it to the Elite Eight. I think they can really take on their next opponent.
Watch out, Kieran Dean. Watch out.
Watch out, Marquette.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Watch out.
Otherwise, I'm a Michigan State fan, so they won their first game. That was good. Ended up losing to
Armando Baycott.
Yep, UNC. Otherwise, how's your guys' brackets doing? Mine's pretty bad. I have one that's about 20% correct, and one that's about 22%
I think
correct.
my best bracket is probably the one that I have Terrence Shannon winning the whole thing. And you know what? I don't mind it because go Illini.
What's that one sitting at? Do you know?
I think my highest is like a 65.
I think my highest right now is probably like an 88.
Yeah, no,
No, 78. 78.
I was struggling this year. Definitely struggling.
Yeah, I
But
mean,
you can't win them all.
it's
that's
it's
how
really
March Madness
cool
is.
that the NCAA like sports across all sports are just getting more competitive. I mean, it's not like the Nick Saban era anymore, where any good player is going to Alabama, Georgia, or every player's not going to Duke and Kentucky. You got great guys going to other places because of NIL, and it's really cool to see. And you got these fifth-year senior teams, like a team like GCU.
Yep.
They're a great program.
If you look at GCU starting five, I don't know if there's a single guy that started at GCU.
no,
There probably isn't, and that's how you build a program.
that's how you
man.
build a program.
Absolutely.
That's
You
just
gotta
going to
attack
be
the portal. Attack the portal.
that's going to be college sports from now on. Is just like Jack was saying, you're going to see a lot less guys going to Alabama, those bigger schools. One, because there's just more opportunity, and two, because a lot of people, for you to get a chance to play early on and really prove yourself, aren't going to be able to go to these big schools. And they're going to just go to some place that they can go to, guarantee some playing time, and transfer. And that's just what it is.
In my opinion, I think is great for the game. You know, you get. I think as a viewer, maybe not. You know, it's like Nick Saban's been saying, "Oh, I'm not recruiting guys anymore. I'm not recruiting guys anymore. I'm bringing them in the portal. Got to pay them money." Yeah, that's probably not great, but I mean, these guys, you know, it's just more enjoyable for the viewer when you got a team like Missouri next year in football, who's gonna be a top 25 team all season, and without this NIL stuff, they would be miserable like they were every other year.
Yep.
And it's cool, like Kansas. I mean, there's just plenty of teams out there that are gonna be good.
I also love college sports because I think, like, I just love how coaching makes such a big impact, man.
Yeah.
If you have a certain way that you can touch your players, you know, and actually, like, pause, but you know, just make sure that they're, you know, they understand what they have to do to succeed and compete at the highest level. It's just unbelievable how these guys like rally around each other. It's much different than how people do it in professional sports because they're getting paid millions to do it, right? So you walk in there with a different attitude. But I just love what, and a lot of the times it's just there's a lot of random Joe Blow coaches out there, and they can coach some ball, you know.
Tobin Anderson.
Tobin Anderson, shout out, you know, great guy. You know?
What's the score of the Baylor-Clemson game?
Baylor's gonna be up 32-22 right now.
You think
or Clemson's up.
up.
Who do you think's going to take that? You think Clemson walks away with it? They were asking in the chat.
I'm gonna look at the field goal percentages, and
Is it first half?
Clemson's shooting 52 and 50 from three, so I think they're gonna slow down on their shooting. I think Baylor wins that.
Wow.
Okay.
They're only down 7 right
How
now.
much time is left in the first?
1 minute in the first, they're down 7.
All right, yeah, it's March Madness.
I think that's just unrealistic to expect them to continue that shooting in the second half. It will go down a little.
Yep, makes sense.
Baylor's got one of the best coaches in the nation.
Yep.
They'll get it together. That halftime adjustment's going to be huge.
Yep.
Yeah. Also today, Purdue played Utah State. You know, I thought, you know, hey, why not rip the spread, right? Why not rip the spread? What do you think the spread was? It was minus 11.5. They won by 39 points.
Oh,
All right.
my
They won by 39.
goodness.
We got it done.
It was, when I looked at it at work, it looked like it was a closer game.
It was close to start, but it's because Utah State was shooting lights out. They were
Oh.
hitting every three-pointer that was given to them. And eventually it started. Like, dude, they were hitting every shot, and they were still tied. I was like, oh, this
Yeah.
game's a blowout.
Okay,
technically.
that makes sense. Makes sense. Yeah, you guys got any final comments about March Madness or this week?
No, we'll see what happens in the next round, Sweet 16, Elite 8.
Yep.
You know, I wish I was back in Michigan to witness some of those Little Caesars games. Those will be electric. I think Tennessee's got Creighton in there.
That's going to be a great
That's a great game.
Yeah.
It's a great game.
But then the Final Four is out here.
Yeah,
Yep.
Final Four's out here.
So-
Yeah, excited. I'm
so-
excited. You know, out of all the teams that are remaining, you know, teams that I want to see probably make the Final Four, I would love to see Marquette. Shout out Kieran Dean. I'd love to see my Duke Blue Devils make it. I wouldn't mind seeing Zach Edey in real life, to be honest. You know, that guy's pretty cool. But I need to see Illinois. I need to see Terrence Shannon Jr. Just, you know, Terrence Shannon Jr. is a good guy. You know,
Are they the only Big Ten team left?
he's a great player. No, Purdue.
Northwestern's in there. too.
Northwestern's still alive, too. They play UConn a little bit.
Oh, well, that'll be a tough game.
Tough game.
But-
for
Yeah,
them.
they'll be done.
Yep.
Yeah, you still got Illinois and Purdue, 2 best teams from the Big Ten.
Okay. Nice. All right. Well, I think that's where we're gonna kind of wrap up this episode. A little shorter one for you guys. Hopefully, it was entertaining. I really enjoyed this episode. Good to.
Yeah,
Was
no,
this the first one back with all of us, or
it's been a first
Yeah.
one in a while with all
Yeah.
3 of us,
I've
and
had some absences. You know,
I want to
couple
apologize.
unfortunate things.
I want to apologize to the viewers for being late, and also you.
Oh,
You
no
know, we gotta
worries.
communicate that with you.
no worries?
But thank you for getting everything ready
Of
for us
course,
to go.
of course,
Yes.
of course. Yeah, well, that'll be it for this episode. Appreciate you guys for stopping by. Comment what else you guys want to see from us, any other segments or topics to talk about. We'd love to hear from you guys. Hopefully you guys have a great rest of your week. And Herm's already got the mower going. Let's rip it. And rip it. Rip that mower. Get it going. All right, thank you guys for riding with the mowers, and peace out.